Hey guys, it's time coming at you with another game of Total War Three Kingdoms, the only thing I ever think about. Liu Bei is here. We hold 2 Emperor seats. 1 remains. We're not trying to take it, we are trying to, eliminate them through abdication, however long that takes. We've spun up an army for Zhao Yun over here. He had some White Horse fellows, so we're keeping him there. In a little atypical stack, we put the Daughters of the Southlands here with him, because he's a very handsome boy. They're not like particularly great, unique characters, but they were unique. And, considering that he hasn't really been a part of the story, we don't want to overemphasize him at this late hour in it. But Hong Sun Chu is getting rolled up there, and that means that we can go ahead and prepare to put more armies into the south, because we are just going to roll in. We have a Zound of money, and he doesn't. Yeah, we might as well just start. Just like anyone who seems that they may be suitable for the war, right? Gotta start capturing some more strategists, I suppose. Alright, and we're just real quick gonna we don't really need these red cav here because the rest of these guys have very good cavalry that we're not gonna want to get rid of. We're just gonna crossbow it up. We're gonna leave him with his yellow cav there because tiger cubs are really very good actually, and I don't want to get rid of them. Alright. Jiling will cross here, and then we will raise an army here. Which army? More scions of the Yuan family, eager to prove themselves in battle. And whatever goes with that. Whereas you are like fine, but they're not good compared to what we have access to at this point. So we're just gonna keep on spinning up our armies. Keep the cav there. Territorial arches are not what we want. Gonna get a few Azure Dragons though, because she can get poison arrows, does have poison arrows, and so that feels like it's okay. She cannot get crossbows, that's alright, we will just get a couple of protectors there. Can anybody here run fast? No, actually, alright, you can have the job. Because we're about to start rolling in big time. So this crummy little army is attacking the brothers' army, which is not like super strong, right? Do we just back up? Yeah, I think so. And now this other army's here. I mean, we could just back up again, right? Yeah. More advantageous positioning. Because we're trying to get on a roll here, right? We generate some good stuff. What stuff? Nothing too special. They have uniques, and that's always what you dream of, but other stuff is very good too. But with us rolling in, in all these directions. Wu has not been able to field that many armies for some time. Not that I've noticed. I mean, also we've been cracking them, you know, and we're about to meet over here. And Zhuge Liang and the girls roll up, roll on, and recapture Zhangke, which fortunately they have not ruined. The Empress is gonna go over here and say, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? And here we're going to exacerbate his food problems even worse very shortly, because he was already food poor, and now we're just rolling through. There's absolutely no way he's going to be able to put up with the loss of all of this stuff. And we will, because we're so rich. We aren't going to lose it, though. We may not lose another thing all game. It's hard to say. We don't want to go to March, though, on the offhand chance that we have to actually have a fight. We don't have good scouting there. Alright, rolling in there. The Emperor is there. Our Emperor is here. They probably are in ambush right here, right? Nope, they weren't. Well, we can just roll it up. We'll be doing a battle soon enough, but it'll be one that seems like it'll be interesting, since there will be many battles to come. Or, of course, anyone where, like, Sun Tzu is present. Do we roll forward here? I mean, we just can move forward with Cao Cao first. Oh yeah, she marched all the way over there. And we'll give him the old stabby stab there. These guys do not want to join, but you know, we're gonna keep on sparing them. They'll join eventually. All will eventually fall under the banner of Empire. Alright, and we do get there, which is perfect. Rolling forward, taking a level 10 city off of them. The Imperial City of Changsha now under our control. And we really don't need to do any of these building things. I just was doing them. Anyway. The Imperial City, which really doesn't need to be one, but that's alright. We will. Just do a couple of things and then roll forward. No time like the present to roll forward. Sun Quan has rejoined his family. And all roads are coming towards the foe. Our precious successful girl. Levels up. We're gonna send Xiahou Yuan this way. I don't know what became of Xiahou Yuan. We didn't get him in the faction takeover. He was injured at the time, I believe, or not in an army at least. And then we hop on the river, which lets you get a one-turn siege, which is just so good. And they probably shouldn't let you do it. But hey, at this point in the campaign, it doesn't feel wrong, right? It just doesn't. Because we were like standing at the border giving challenge, you know, wishing for him to abdicate, and he wasn't doing it. And now we are just rolling up. And we're we're gonna say that it's better to be superstitious, you know. You gotta respect the spirits. Liu Shan has to have some victories on the field, after all. It's very important. Do we even have access to any better cavalry? Not really. Saber cavalry are just like kind of worse. Well, we'll go towards unyielding earth. That'll get him zeal. He'll be quite a punchy fighter even with not ideal armor, right? Just because he's got his dad's swords, which aren't amazing, but will do some of the job that you need done. Get inspiring surge, good. Alright, so we can't get there in time. Oh, there's someone on the river. Oh, how embarrassing. Not really. We'll raise,
不计后果，力求上进。
army here, and try not to spend too much time worrying about it, but just a little bit of time worrying about it. You know, you don't want to run around with militia. The militia are not adequate. All right. Oh, we don't have trebs. But they single turn swap, which is just so handy. We're probably going to need to do the next battle we run into, because I don't know how many more battles they're actually going to be able to do. This is going quick. Of course, we were more than ready, and they are less than ready. As basically any one of our stacks can beat any one of their stacks. Although some of the ones with weaker generals or stuff might have a tougher time depending on the matchup. But we're also entirely shredding their ability to pay for more here. Like this, what we've done in just this turn represents the loss of, you know, maybe 10% of their lands, which is not a thing they can put up with. Roll in and grab more of the south here. And the Empress pops in and catches him with 1% because she's so swift. And with a 6-spin kick, takes it down. Yeah, the jaws are closing in. Not least because he seriously just can't fight anywhere. Getting 2-1 is bad enough if your armies are better, but my armies are better. Alright, that army's too beat up to want to take this fight. This one's a better choice. This army's too beat up to want to be worrying about.
仁者无敌，天命难违。
Here
奋
is
勇死战
some.
堪称敌手。谨
Take
遵
the
命令。
replenishment. It'll scandalize our enemies. They'll get over it though.
开战！
杀！
We're just moving very aggressively, very blind into every place,
国安民，
reasoning that I mean it'll probably be fine. Zurong? Aw. Poor old chap. Winter claims another hero.
怒火，攻击！
This army is too beat up. We're just moving forward anyway. That's right, because we took a really sketchy siege with
天
that
子一
one.
战，可定天下。
Yeah, the next field battle we get against full army, we're definitely going to have to take, or there won't be any opportunity to do it.
诸位举杯相庆吧！现在这里归我军所有了。
绝不留情，一统天下。
违令者斩！
Aha.
杀呀！
Their emperor is attempting to defend here. Well, that
廉
won't
洁奉
work.
公，
We just need to, yep, get here in time. And we're going to try to keep them there so that we can fight
世人
with
乃
our
为
army
英雄
here.
必传关某威名。
No, we should. I think we should probably get. Should have swapped crossbows a long time ago. But we should probably get a couple. Although his army doesn't have very much of the stuff that's like that punchy.
扫平天下。
We'll go like right here, seeing if we can pull him out recklessly. He is my reckless boy. Alright, we are rolling in. Wow, what a change that already is. Carving him up, but you know, a whole lot of unanswered armies will do that to you. Because while he is trying to press against us,
放怒火，消灭敌军。
you know, on one front, he actually doesn't have anything at all for these. Hey, here will be a big battle.
准备作战。
Well, a moderately big
绝不
battle.
动摇，锐不可挡。
Like, we're gonna fight. Yeah, we're gonna fight all of them. That doesn't add that many more guys, and it will be cool. Of course, it'll remove the morale penalty, but that'll make the fight last slightly longer, and that'll be cool too. Unless we lose. I'm sure we'll be fine. Just because they have this guy who's way better at fighting than anybody I have, and, you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. They've got trebs, but I've got 2 trebs. It's an open field. My treb is a high level. We'll be able to wreck theirs and probably a couple of volleys. They don't have any range to speak of, which is really where the difference is going to be made, right? We'll be able to force them to be very upset. Yep, and this is plenty of room to start out where we want to be. Because our army is like all Azure Dragons, so we can force them to come to us. And if they don't, then, well, they'll be doing even worse. We've got plenty of ammo on the Trebs. Do they have anything good here? Well, we are going to take shots at their Trebs, because even though it's an artillery duel and we outnumber them, we want to take theirs offline early, if possible. So we've already got one of them, and now, like, if you just get them to, like, freak out a little bit and try to move, especially right here when they still had a bunch of other guys on with them. Flaming shot does little fires on the Trebs. Seems like it's good. I don't know if it actually works. Seems like it's good though. And every time he charges, he loses the fatigue. So oh, and with storytelling, yeah. So this is actually perfect for Liu Bei. This is a great little army here. And like, and any one of these volleys can hit, but as long as they are redistributing their infantry in the middle of these Trebs, it doesn't even really matter that much if we're missing. You want to duel me? You want to duel me? Very well, I accept. Unfortunately, I'm going to make Liu Bei start enough to not take that fight. Oh, I guess Impetuous could make them more likely to accept duels. I don't know what that one means, but if that works, then that's amazing. Oh no. Oh no, they moved way further forward than I needed them to. But I think our huge block of Azure Dragons is like, I actually really like this style of army. Like, yeah, I'll fight you. That seems more like a fair fight. Yeah. And of course, he's a good guy, so he spares, or he's not trying to do anything untoward in this fight. And then, yes, the crossbows get back just in time. Oh my goodness, I love this army. Yeah, Azure Dragons, I need to find a way to be playing with more of them. All right. We're not accepting your duels, buddy. Oh, we need to get out of there. Like, he probably thinks we want a duel because we're in the middle of his stuff. And right here, they're trying to charge in there, but, you know, the squares catch them, so even though they get a little bit in... Oh, yeah. Amazing. And then the counter charge. Oh, yes. Now, this is pod racing. And, you know, he's winning, but he's taking his time. This guy's got zeal and a fast attack, so even though we're, like, armored, we got that slow attack. Doesn't help too much, but we get a big heal out of it. Oh, those are protectors of heaven. We need to get out of there. We also need to draw our crossbow fire there. They only have a couple of these, right? So we can make a big difference by getting it on them there. And now that we are back on our horse, we're gonna get to charge in. Actually, like, that's good. Like, losing the fatigue, it makes him functionally immune to fatigue as long as you're staying engaged, which why wouldn't you be? And of course the increased speed. The hallmark of the Vanguard is getting in. Keep this square here. This, you know, would have been better if we didn't break that one, but I think we broke it for a reason. It's a long time ago. Countercharge here. The Protectors of Heaven go right into the crossbows who are waiting for them, and then they get the 1-2-3 punch of the rear charge of Azure Dragons, a waiting crossbow unit, and then now, as they turn to make contact with the Azure Dragons, a hit from cavalry. It's the only day I've ever played like I know how to. Oh no, as I'm complimenting myself, successful girl is successfully embroiled. Like, these are Protectors of Heaven, aren't they? Yeah, you know, we shouldn't be. Alright, these Protectors are about to get offline. These fellows are not too wonderful here. We're just going to keep on rolling up the range contingent. And he... oh, maybe the tower. It's like, I wouldn't have thought he was around anybody that could have been a problem. I was paying attention to where the generals were some. But we roll up the rest of their army. It is all over but the shouting and the congratulations. Well, not all over. But yeah, I love Azure Dragons in a protracted fight, you know. I don't care how many kills they get with their bows. I like that they shoot. Crossbows run out of ammo. They're gonna get rear charged by cavalry and by Azure Dragons on the flank here. This square holding very admirably. And we're just gonna send the spears after the big guy. All he's got's a roar, right? Yeah, all he's got's a roar and a huge weapon. That's it. But a beautiful battle, though I say so myself. Square formation is just so good. Wish there was more of that in Warhammer so bad. That would really pull it all together. And he is running into Mary Chase. He's playing like I would, you know, finally. He hung back a lot longer than I would have. But we get off with a horse, which we know should help, but we actually eat a couple of big hits from him. But it's still, yeah, the getting off with the horse definitely helped. We might have just not been in the battle, though. That might have helped, too. Here he's trying to get out, get another charge. Or hit the trebs, yeah, or hit the trebs.
我军士兵正在四散而逃。哈！敌将已被我
But
军
we
斩
finish
了。
off an awesome battle. Yeah, it's like the replenishment seems so advantageous, but man, I wish I could just make myself just get Azure
今
Dragons
日
early.
此战乃是大义之
So I
胜，
love the way they play.
对他们严加处罚，恐怕满怀信念，奋力一战，拿起武器。
And we roll all of them up. Take out that other army as well.
我等应设宴庆贺，把俘虏放回去吧。
And Jianyong's hits keep on coming. Hey Luke, progress is very swift indeed. You know, we pushed down here, we cracked all these armies, we've got Sun Tzu wrapped up in here. We're gonna try to not give him battle until we can get Liu Bei's army to fight him once more. That's the plan. And yeah, we just had a pretty sweet battle there. And yeah, we've just been rolling them up, right? We can get to him, yes. But yeah, just entirely savage beatdowns. Of course, the game says that we're gonna lose them sometimes.
不得其死。
Say, you wonder if it's even possible to push through it? Well, we'll see.
拿起武
I
器，
didn't even consider that the abdication would be a political deal, which would be influenced by the fact that we force confetted. You know, after, because we could have just paid them without giving them the guarantee. We could have made it go across. I just was just like, ah, whatever. Taizhong, welcome to the party.
平定天下。
This army doesn't really make sense, but that's okay. We don't even have, like, if we had two strategies, we need somebody with Surge so that he gets it, but, you know, really, it's just because I wanted to test if she was going to kill him off this year. He lived. So, you know, not guilty. Y'all got to feel me. She's like, no, I didn't. I never.
这小人难逃我眼。
Exactly. Yeah. Or the other guys were way more important, right? So like maybe like getting rid of him would be beneath her, right? Because Dongmin was like quite an important man, right? And so too was Montong, but like I mean, in the scheme of like, you know, political importance here, like they ran states, you know, for a long time in this storyline, whereas we didn't see him for like a long time. What was he even doing? Oh, he was the Dongmin the whole time. Yeah, you know, so maybe she was doing it all for him, you know, and they're a Black Widow sort of situation. Alright, we're going to roll up this way. Stay there.
出发。
Also, hi Luke. A rebellion?
拿起武器。我军如有天助，气焰大盛，斗志重燃，激情更盛。
Man, I really, it's like, Zhonglu, if he ever dies, we're gonna have to overnight downgrade every city in this whole empire. Well, good for her, question mark, because I mean, really, do they write stories about people who didn't do anything wrong?
亦如此，
They do if you're Dongzhuo last campaign. Was that just last campaign? No, Yansha was last campaign. I looked at the stat. I guess I've been playing like 40 hours a week of this game for the last couple of weeks, which makes sense. It does make sense, but it's funny. Like, cause I'm like, no, I was just playing Cao Cao like 2 weeks ago. Well, I might have been, but that was like a lot of campaigns ago. And we draw them out, and importantly, keep the Emperor's army where we can see it-ish. Unless he went to ambush. Which, honestly, I don't think he's that ambushy of a guy. I think he just went in there. But no, it occurs to me that what you need is Cao Cao and Jiezhu, because Cao Cao gives you the surge ability, and Jiezhu gives you that stabbiness, and then you would just need somebody with a slow? Or a root. Like, yeah, and then you would be able to just, like, get your hidden strikes in, like, all the time, and since there's not a cap on the use, that would be good. Anyway, we'll get movement range there. We will give her some good stuff there. We will make a scandal in this guy's court. Oh, that'll show him. We're going to re-roll this, this Captain Retinue's thing. You know, you can really break the game by getting too much cool stuff.
不要优柔寡断。举起武器。手握胜利。这里现在是我们的了。
I think there's a bugged out Nanman garrison. Oh.
我从来不会等待时机。 团结一心，天命在此。
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Evergreen. Evergreen, I don't care if people tell me they don't want to hear me say it. It's just fun to say. And of course no one has told me they don't want to hear me say it. Why would they? It's impossible to find anyone who wouldn't want to hear that joke. But all the more so because we're beating him down with the Empress. Like, he should know better. No, I mean, it's still China, right? What are you going to do? We march with the girls to get further down. And here, I was like, reasoning that they can't catch us. They almost could have. They can't quite. I was like, this rice paddy. I felt like it would be too far for them to do anything about it. And if they got us in March, well, we could just beat these armies. Yeah. Yeah, that's just like 1.3 armies. We'd be in March, we'd be fine. Don't know where the Emperor is. He might be in ambush over here. We're going to counter-ambush the Emperor, the Pretender. Oh, there he is. We see him now. Alright. Good ambush. We can move out now. You really showed them. Well, for himself. That was exactly what I'm... Indeed. Indeed. And, you know, we sent him the wrong messages. But hey, look. We're trending towards negative 375, so that's, like, pretty good, right? I mean, we're making more progress, yeah. Because now it's just negative 30. Because, like, as we beat down their armies more and put more armies into the field, I think we can push through. And indeed, I intend to. And in any case, it's funny that we're going to swallow up all of China, leaving the Emperor's seat for last almost organically. I mean, obviously, I planned this, you know. It's not like, oh, look how lucky they, it turns out that we ended up there at the same time-ish. You know, but Ah, what a
我
campaign.
等心怀忠贞。
Am I ever going to play another game? I mean, I
现在
will.
尽情去
I plan on
吧
playing another game today. But maybe more of this too.
拿起武器。
每一步都颇具智慧。
Because now we've got them, you know, relatively right where we want them. The army of fire. The army of the dragons. The sleeping dragon. The blood dragon. The coiled dragon. She doesn't have a follower. Ooh, a bodyguard. Now they both have bodyguards. We put the herb on her just to, oh, never mind. Those are all filled up. It's like we put the herb on her just to help the Imperial Gate Guards because I wanted to use them sometimes, you know. I just want the units that you can't get till the end to be good. I mean, they are good. 18% more melee evasion is huge, right? Because that goes from 35% to 17% that you're taking. So that's a 50% reduction in effective hits. Ah, yes. A glorious marriage. And Liu Shan canonically was married to our girl here. She'll ask him to marry him, you know. He'd be intimidated. She's a little older and, you know, much more prominent in the court. Liu Bei laughs. Joyous day! And we'll marry Zhao Yun to his wife. You know, what a generous guy. And that'll bring him into the family as well. Huzzah! Alright, so we are going to drop taxes. It's time for Liu Kong to step down from the court. Many great years of service, but we don't really need him to be the Grand Tutor anymore. We need someone who's going to have an influence in the outcome of the war, whose abilities are good, not you. Alright, it's probably going to be like... Ooh, there we go. 10 melee evasion for spear infantry? Yeah, there we go. Wen Chao, welcome to the... No, I mean, like, somebody that is more appropriate would be good, though. The Tutor of War. She gives damage to the spear infantry. Not that good. Armor for shock cav. I mean, yeah. Interesting. None of these people make sense as a tutor, but we're going to ignore the name of the post, right? That would be another 8% armor for spear infantry. He's like a bandit, though? No? I forget. No, that's the other one. The murderer. Shock tab, nah. Yeah, I think the evasion... But Winchell just joined, so that's like the problem, right? We could just sign her up for damage. No, all this feels bad. We took a decent man away from his post without a plan. Irresponsible. Lungo starts with Kongrong. Oh. Well, if he's been with us that long, I mean, Zushu, what's he do? Not anything that matters. I mean, those things are good. Well, time to just do something, right? Not corruption. Shunyu, you haven't been with us long enough either, even if it was a good ability. Like, none of these people... Alright, I just need to choose somebody. Alright, Winchao, you get the job because I should have made it for you as soon as I saw that you had good abilities. You know, well, you're not going to be the grand... You're going to be the tutor for war, right? The grand tutor for war. After all, who knows spears better than Yanshao, right? That guy's G infantry are actually good, after all. Alright, that took a long time. Probably longer than a battle, just to figure out who we wanted to be in charge on a screen. We're only gonna fight like 2 more times. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Look, it's all about the journey, right? You can tell how much I'm enjoying this because we're stalling. No, we were stalling turns ago. We could have stalled further. I'm sometimes thinking, still, I'm like, man, maybe I should have stalled at the beginning of the war with Wei and not got him to abdicate. But I mean, like, what's the point, right? I mean, sure, it's a good idea to fight longer or whatever, but I mean, you know, like, once you convince him to give up, I mean, we did fight like 10 of his armies. And all of their forces basically are over here, which is going to let all of our forces over here roll up. This guy. It's going to be a thorn in our side, I guess. We'll just get... like, an army here. I'm like, why am I even worrying about this? Let's just, like, get, like, an army. Wow, now we can deal with them. Good. Great for me. Speaking of an army, let's get another an army here. We don't need to worry about what's in it. It'll just be an army. Because if all their armies are over there, we just need bodies to take over. Because while he has these armies here, they're gonna get crunched just so quick. We're gonna swing up on them. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be a hard rain gonna fall. And we treat them like the computer treats us. Threaten them, run away, keep them locked in place. While everywhere else, Ah, what good news! Zhao Yun has saved Liu Bei's wife for the first time. It gets 4,000 experience because we have so many schools. No, the building of the school is definitely a good thing for me to have done. It would have been nice a little earlier, but... yeah, because 4K is a huge chunk. Lu Bu was so sure that we were gonna have wars down here.
此乃天意。
So you guess Lady Girl's droid got split off. Well, it's more that she went in here to chase him, and then, you know, yeah, she got left a little bit behind. Which I kind of hate that he's in there. But that's such an awful place to be at. Oh, for Zhao Yun to save her. Oh, right. Yeah. Maybe it's one of the other wives. We don't have to talk about them much. Alright, so... we now get from the ashes to heal them up. Now, that doesn't mean we need to just throw them away like so much candy. But... ah, Sunrun.
寒怒出击！
My brave girl in an encampment. That's history there. I think when we got him into ours, he had a different one on, or maybe I took it. Maybe I just took it from him. Yes, as if you need more weapon. Yeah, I mean, I guess him not starting with unique weapon was the compromise before. Nice. Level 10 trebuchet, yeah. These are the legendary trebuchets of Liu Ji. Oh no, my elephants are getting shot by the tower. How? Oh, it's already gone now. Okay, that's alright then. Oh, they're standing inside the forest to shoot fire at that tower. That's good. You know, I really do like that. That's excellent. Good job, guys. Just a little less dedication to the craft in the future, if you please.
将领需要援助。
Oh, we ran in there? We ran in there? Why did I run in there? Did I tell them to run in there? Did they run out of ammo? No. Anyway, we're just gonna do a nice little fire at will with our poison archers and see how well it works. I bet it's pretty good. You know, hard to separate from all of the other archers. But I think it helps. You know, every little bit does, right? And poison gives them a, I was like, it gives them morale? It doesn't. Everybody feels fine about being poisoned, actually. Alright, she doesn't have Heartseeker. And she doesn't have her bow either. Oh wow, they wow. And we throw the knife at Sunrun. Knocks her right in the head. She'll be feeling that one in the morning. Our Azure Dragons are inside now. That means everybody else needs to get inside now. Just got a regular shot now. The risk of poisoning our own troops is too great. And now the elephants on parade come in. Oh no, she threw the knife into my own elephants. No, why? I should have been more careful. That's why. Alright, note to self. Knife can hit elephants. Not once. Ever. Overseer is never late, nor is he early.
我们抓住了圣机，释放俘虏，滚回你的主人那儿去吧。
If poison arrows are good, 2 poison arrows isn't better than 1 very much, I don't think. You know it would be good though? More Azure Dragons. I want 1 to work, so I'm just going to keep on using 1. That's just who I am. And I think it's fine. If only it showed you how much damage you did, so that you could feel fine about it. We're a little sketchy forward here. It should be fine though. Worst comes to worst, it's what? This army plus Sun Tzu's, and Sun Tzu's army is crummy, right? And he's bankrupt. And he's bankrupt. And he's bankrupt. Yeah, I know. Like, you, I just want them to be good. I want my early skirmish phase to have somebody who shoots while we're at it. But like, you know, I should have went up the blue tree a long time ago rather than going up yellow, right? You know. But we'll have quite a battle there, more than likely.
手握胜利。希望我的仁慈能让你引以为训。听命，向战场进发。
秩序井然，则四海可定。
悉心节欲，待时而发。
Oh yeah, I was like, right, we haven't even moved with these armies. Yeah, why am I worried about it? The Imperial Army is gonna go knock upon his door right now. The Imperial Army, the army with the Emperor. And it's just a little minor settlement without walls. Right, right. Oh, Quan Yu, don't talk about dying as one. We're gonna live forever, buddy. We are gonna finish this campaign before anyone of the brothers turns 60, and then we're gonna turn it off, and they're going to be ruling China to this day when I turn around. Oh, no, I joke. That would be bad. Obviously, having an immortal ruler would be even worse than having Zhongfei as your administrator for a little while. See, it's cool they were signed again. Haven't seen the exchange. I didn't do that. I thought they just did that at the beginning. But, yeah. You know, I guess they recognize the gravity of this battle after all they've been through. Man, Liu Bei with his 50 swings a minute, like... And, of course, his legendary blade. It's good stuff. So does the bell not work from... Is it allied army? Like, that helps out, like, my military allies? Have I been misunderstanding this bell the whole time? It's like, if you have military allies around, it gives them that for the reinforcements? Now that I'm reading it, why does it say... Yeah, it has to be that, right? Because it would say own armies in local commandery. Well, there you go. We've been using the Nanman... Zhongfei is drinking out of it. You know, like you said. We can't take it away now. That's his drinking cup. Of course, we don't have... I'm like, this is gonna be rough stuff, right? We've got good coverage everywhere, except this side where it's less good. Because we have some fire arrows, but they're not gonna be good at being fire arrows. Are they gonna come out at us? No, they're not. There's too much to hope for, right? Indeed. Move this cup now. Yeah, because, you know, even in the rain, we just need to burn it down, and then we'll be able to move forward here and carve them up, induce them to come outside, get them into duels, and so on. So taking some, I mean, they got 57 morale, right? The towers, and these are just like baby towers, right? These are the towers of a small local city. They're still pretty good, I bet, but not as good as they could be. We're taking pot shots at the little emperor. He's outraged. Does he want a duel? Well, Zheng Xiang wants to duel Zhang Fei. That's not the duel that I want. She wants to duel Guan Yu. I don't want to do that either. We're gonna keep on shooting the upstart with our bows, I think. We're gonna do it the smart way, right? And by that I mean see if we can charge into Sun Ce while he's out front. Oh yeah, brilliant. Get him, Zhang Fei. The brothers charge in. Ah ha ha! Guan Yu accidentally charges into Brace Spears, but Red Hair and Caltrops, but Red Hair stays on. He keeps his seat, and the Emperor is crunched. Get wrecked. Alright, time to move up. Proving that you don't need siege weapons to have a good time, it just helps. Oh my goodness, please guys, I'm begging you. Just shoot at the building or not, but stop doing that. Alright, there we go. We'll get off of our horses outside here and prepare to fight. Although really we could wait for the crossbows for a bit. Oh, Madai. He has peeked out his head. We're gonna run on foot with him, with our troops here in front of him. Stone Bulwark. Yes, yes. Now that I read your message, I'm like, that would be a good thing to do it for, wouldn't it? And wow, look at him get deleted. Just deleted. And that's the power, of course, of 3 generals on foot. She was oath-sworn there. That's okay. We're just going to take advantage of this opportunity to lay the beatdown down. She runs away. She gets over freaking out pretty quick whenever she realizes who she's up against. It's the art of war and the god of war here together in harmony. She charges in a bit. We're trying to get on him though. And of course, as a horseman, Zheng Xiang gets absolutely decked. You cannot. Liu Bei is swinging 86 times a minute. And yeah, it doesn't take too long to get that going on. Let's press forward, ever onward to war and to victory. Leave the horses behind. You don't need them where we're going. And if we get a huge blob fight here, we can hit them with the big roar. A truly heroic attack. We're like, can't you keep up? Roar! Boom, baby. And that, of course, deletes all of them. And we might get a shatter here across. Now, we see that they've got oil there. We're going to throw the oil fire because we should not walk over it. And yeah, we're just gonna set it on fire, so if any of them try to come back across, they won't be able to.
胜利就在眼前。
And we continue to charge through. And of course, they can't really stand up and fight too well here. This is not what they signed up for. I mean, obviously, in truth, they didn't sign up for anything. The only people that signed up for this war were the people in charge. And yeah, I always forget that it like gives the ranged block chance, and that's real good. Because the other one with the melee evasion, that's the one that I prize, but it's on the whole other side of the tree, so you usually get one or the other, right? It's like stay here and fight these reinforcements. And we'll just push through with all of these guys. And that's not a crash, that's just me clicking out of my screen. Yeah, especially like I'm seeing now, I'm like, you know, there's a lot of those battles where, like for settlements, where you could just put your army over here, stone bulwark, run around the side. You know, run around with the generals, you tank the tower shots, and now you're already in, you know. Or if I could ever make myself, like, climb a wall, I'm so averse to it. Man, in Troy, oh man, I think it might just be flashbacks to Troy. In Troy, if you tried to climb a wall and there was someone over it, like, you would just see your whole unit disappear. They would just, like, push you off. Which is great for a defender. And they're defeating the Emperor and Zhengxiang very handily. Liu Su, join us.
放了他们，释放怒火吧！ 我们奋勇杀敌，但仍心怀荣耀。
You know, it's not bad for a game of Pokemon, but if only we could have assembled the five tigers. But you know, someday we'll get them. When we failed to grab Hongzhong, you know, I sort of gave up hope. And then Ma Chao, you know, we didn't end up grabbing him, which is disappointing too. But when we didn't get the old man, I was like, you know, you start with 2, and Zhao Yun I always hoped to get, you know, but and we did. But the old man is nowhere to be seen. He might have gotten too old. Perish the thought. We're gonna get 3 then 4 and then see if it. Yeah. Yeah. And now they are crunched. They're bankrupt. Maybe not anymore now that they've lost all these armies. Maybe they can pay for them. Ha! Get wrecked. But though we know they're dramatically food poor. You know, the writing is certainly on the wall for them. Oh yeah, like that's right. That army was just like an ad hoc force. We didn't even give them a good one. We don't need one for down here. Got our little brush fire thing. All right, we never finished them off here.
全军出击！
奋力一战。
Because this
万
is
民之声不可小觑。
not just an obliteration of their armies, but an obliteration of their industrial and their peasant economy base. In like one turn, yeah, just a disaster for them.
朕准你觐见。
Because there's only what, like 2 more cities down here? Yeah. You know, obviously losing their level 10 city was always a foregone conclusion. We're just at a negative 22 now, you know, so we're getting there. Beat 18 armies in a turn. They're still like, I don't know, I don't trust you. And I'm like, oh no, that's fair. I'm gonna keep fighting you though.
平逆贼，匡扶天下。
Because we march ever onward here. There's, of course, nothing they can do about it. It is all over but the shouting. But that's the best part of the game. The shouting. You think recent losses cap at 50?
朕准你觐见，实应叩谢天恩。
Well, then we'll just have to get even higher military strength and strategic situation. I bet it will be. I mean, if we just get them to one place and no armies, we'll be able to see, right? And keeping them at the Emperor's seat, bankrupt, you know, that's its own victory, right? We can just stand out there and wait for him to send armies and cut them down. The end of the War of the Three Kingdoms is just us, like, demanding he surrender, him never surrendering. She makes landfall here. Join me. 1% chance to capture. So you're saying there's a chance.
憧憬胜利，尔等必将无往不利。对他们严加处罚，恐怕颇为不易。
Eventually, it'll be the only Han pool left. Yeah.
放了吧。
You wouldn't have anywhere else to
势
go.
井然，则四海可定。每打赢一场，天下就安定一分。须得休整一番，方可集中精力。
淹没他们。
These fools run away from the girls
进攻！
into the waiting arms of the Empire. No, we're just gonna auto it, right? Yeah, this army's super beat up. As fun as, well, you know, no, let's, yeah, I mean, why not, why deprive ourselves of a great story moment, right? Because this represents the first time that the armies of the fathers and the daughters have met, you know, together against an opponent, because the girls were up doing their own thing. Sunchuan came back home, yeah. The girls were up doing their thing in the north and doing everything, and then after being married off, yes, probably. He was with some minor faction eventually, but no telling how that started, you know. So now this will be like the triumphant gathering, you know. We'll be here on the battlefield and then thunderous hooves. And it's our very proud fathers showing up to witness how wonderfully their daughters and Kongming have done. They're gonna show up and they'll be like, oh, look how shiny the guy's gear is. Look at the glimmering halberds, you know. That's just had a dog grow up, yeah.
心，这是敌人设下的圈套。
Oh, wow, they sure got me there. He wants to duel me. No. Alright, so we leave the crossbows totally exposed. He wants to duel me, very well, I accept.
斗将开始，我方必胜。
I'm not afraid of him, maybe I should be. Zhuhong wants to duel Guan Yu. Of course we accept. Whether or not we'll win is immaterial. We have to do this. We're gonna run up for the old deluge. Oh yeah, we'll give inspiring words to them. I mean, Guan Yunping is obviously doing fine. We'll give inspiring words to both of them though. Oh no, it misses him. No, there we go. It goes for 1 minute? Wow, that's a long duration. Alright, good. Well, we should be okay here then. Guan Yu with Sentinel level evasion is a whole different bag of tricks, right? And we'll hit him with the old Binding Fury for the final punch. And father and daughter can have their wonderful duel here. And that's why you take the fight, you know, because you don't get a story like that out of the auto-resolve. Guan Yu win! Hiya! There we go. Stab. Guan Yu has emerged victorious. Just in time for everybody else to show up.
哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃。
Glorious.
我们的智略更胜一筹。放了他们吧，对我们毫无用处。我等并非蛮夷。
And we're so proud of all of them. Successor of the War God. She gets her ability. Guan Yu is still 2 levels away from God of War.
谨遵命令。
Oh, we should have taken Night Battle, that's right, because she doesn't get it. No, she gets it from... No, she doesn't. She gets it from Fire Arrows from that, but not Night Battle. Yeah, you know, I guess, like, Liu Bei just got a lot more, you know, you get more experience from events and stuff, right? And a lot of their fighting they've been fighting tons and tons, like, because they were fighting on Shao and stuff. And then a lot of their battles happened after we built more of the schools, I guess, maybe, is the split.
请下命令。
千锤百炼，便是为了此时。
Yeah, I was really surprised when Liu Bei hit level 10, because I didn't think he was even close to it, but...
时不我待。
Zhurong gets to level 9, my girl, talking about my girl.
踏平逆贼，匡扶天下。
正在行进。
绝不留情。
威武不屈。我军势力得以扩张。
And just like that, you know, you can really carve up a place.
一统天下。
Of course, he's left this area entirely undefended, like 100% undefended. He hasn't sent an army over here like the whole time, but I guess that makes sense because a lot of these are poorer lands, right?
每打赢一场，天下就安定一
I
分。
don't know when he got them, but they definitely aren't like upgraded as much over here, right? Oh, I mean, he had a level 7 here. I guess it's not that poor compared. I mean, Poyong at a level 2 certainly surprised me. You know, like, there's a lot of lower level stuff over on this quadrant, so maybe Yanbaihu had it for, like, a while, or some other minor factions before he rolled it up, but obviously he can't be feeling too good right now. He's not bankrupt anymore, so, you know, I did him a little bit of a favor.
有话快说，朕可没时间跟蠢货。
And yeah, see, now it's a negative 21. We're getting there. He's about to have all sorts of opinions about these ideas. And this fool goes far from home.
我等配得上胜利。
Yep, yep.
我也有仁慈的一面。赶快！
They fight like cats and dogs for one place, and then the other one's like, "Oh no, you can have all that." And I'm like, "What? Where's the army? Where's the ambush?" Like, no, we're doing over here. This is where the focus is. Which, I mean, it's what I would do too, right? You know, if you
摧垮他们，不可能这样做。
if you're in a situation like that. Now here we drop this army and redeploy here. I mean, how many? No, it won't take but a turn. Like we got good movement from Guan Yu. We're moving on down, easing on down the road. And just like that. And look, it's 219. You know, we're ahead of schedule.
怀荣耀。
219 CE, not in the afternoon. It is 304 here, but you know. It'll hit 220. We'll have 1 million in the bank. What a charmed run. And then, like, I just love that we have
很高兴见
Hunrong,
到足下。
who is not this guy. Dongmi is the administrator. They're just both the strategists. And, like, they control a couple of gate passes still, you know, and very proud we are of them.
杀光他们！
And this fool is, like, real far away from being able to make landfall anywhere, so we're just gonna ignore him. And if he gets up anywhere and takes something, then we'll spin off an army to take
设
care of
宴
him there.
庆功。希望我的仁慈能让你引以为训。
Yeah, you're right.
潮起潮落，足以磨平巨石。
为了天下苍生，
We'll send this noble generic army to the north
开战！
to deal with all of that. One will be enough there.
"欢迎，请进。
大人召我，荣幸之至。
We'll send Liu Zhong out to explain to those guys that they're no longer needed.
此为苍生黎民之天下，非暴虐诸侯之天下。
Can we just annex it still? Or is that taken away?
见识一下我们的激情。不行。
Oh yeah, these settlements didn't even have like anything in them to be able to stand up, like just a bunch of level 1 stuff.
今日此胜，乃承天之恩泽。砥砺内心。 奋力一战，
向平定天下又进一步。
出发，开战！天下宿命，尽在我等。
这样行不通。
怒吼吧！
为了胜利，我等已精疲力尽。我们精疲力尽，需要休息。
为了大业，
全力奋战，
齐心协力。
Maybe you have to be at war to annex them? That would make sense. I mean, it wouldn't. I feel like at one point in one of my campaigns I made the yellow turbans part of my empire and I could annex them, but maybe I was like bandits or something. Maybe part of the empire is where you can do that. Songmengan. Noble strategist, wife of the great Liu Yan. Ever a loyal servant of Liu Bei, the emperor. Of course, they retired at the end of the Nanman campaign to, you know, dote upon their grandchildren and to see, yeah, you know, a good long life and to see peace brought to their period of time. Like, you know, for 84 years, she would have known that the Nanman could always have come out of the jungles with tigers and fire, and now that's all sorted out, you know. They can be very proud of what they've done to keep everything together.
正在行军。
Oh, I'm maxed on armies. I'm like, why won't it let me click? I have 27 armies now. You know, some of them are just little armies. Oh, whenever I swapped the administrator, I probably dropped one. Should have what? The one you should have seen it one just on paper. Yep. Alas. Ho ho ho! What's this? The Little Emperor.
痛击敌军，心境澄澈，天下庶吉可定。
团结一心，出其不意，攻其不备。
释放怒火吧！拿起武器！杀他们个片甲不留！
向前进军！
前进！
不行，
要如此，除非先消我美人。
无法理解，正在行进。真是无知匹夫！
正在行进。
正在行进。
杀！挫其锐志。
不辱使命，吾等大业，天意所归。大事已定，占领此城乃是谨慎之举。
浪费时间，向目标前进。
攻击敌军！
You can't get away from Yun Bai Hu. We will follow you to the ends of the earth. He is not doing anything else today. This is all he's doing.
向战场进发！
杀呀！我等信念如一，这便是上天的恩赐。
Lulu is just chasing him in the forest.
行则同进。
Good for him, right?
步步谨慎，
永不退缩。
一统天下。
讨平乱贼，澄清四海。
一往无前。
Oh, he encamped right there. Well, that's smart.
恢复原样。
前进！
吾等大业，天意所归。
杀呀！
They're just gonna auto it. I mean, we've fought his army several times now. And it wasn't a full strength. And they may never be a full strength again.
我军必胜！
He shouldn't even be over here. He should have been at the Imperial City trying to defend it, right?
拿起武器，这样行不通。释放怒火，消灭敌军。乱军终于得以平息，都放了吧！烈火燎原，为了天下苍生。
So we are just rolling on through. Feels so good. You know, you gotta love it when a plan comes
莫
together.
敢不从。
Like, how is this guy up in here?
扬帆！休要浪费时间。
Oh, yeah, there you go.
重任在肩。
We inform him that his services are no longer needed.
何人有话要说？
参见大人，主公尽管吩咐。
Oh, we left him in ambush. Poor guys. We got a thing! the skin of the peach tree. And it's just for yellow people, so it looks like that's a good thing to give to Liu Shan, right? Where's my boy? Let's see. Here we go. Oh yeah, doesn't that give him quite a nice mien, right? And now he's got his own unique armor that honors, you know, where he came from. Wasn't quite the Long clan, because we didn't have Jing till we already got it. But for the Ang and Chang'an is certainly a trait. Oh yeah, yeah, for certain. After all, you know, being able to get north of these mountains, once you're here, man, are you in a spot. But trying to get across here, the game does such a good job, like, obviously, you know, the scale has to be changed for gameplay purposes and stuff, but just of like translating, like, oh, if you want to understand why getting through here was a problem, well, just look at it, you know. Or like up here, where it suddenly takes like 4 seasons to get across, and you think it's just like a shot, and then you're like, oh, right, this is a vast area. And it's funny, or like the marshes above you, where like, as a player, you can run into the same misconceptions that somebody could have had strategically about how easy or difficult something would be. Just because, like, hey, well, on a map, you just draw a line. And they're like, yeah, you try to do that. Try to get an army across that line. You can't go down the river there, you fool. Peasantry income. Sabotage everybody. Kill Sun Ren! Wen Chao! I am outraged! How dare you? What a terrible idea. I may never learn how to say her name right, but I love her anyway. It's like Sun Run, right? Something like that. Because it's not Sun. I always say Sun, but it's more like Sun. A little bit more like Sun. And then the E's are more like Us. Like, so like, you know, Run. I think. But, like, I'll just do it wrong no matter how much I try. Xiaohe Duan. Xiaohe Duan. Xiaohe Duan. I just do that at work. But, you know, I can only practice one guy's name at a time. I've been saying Xiaohe Duan's name for, like, 2 weeks now, and I think I almost get it right sometimes. I mean, ish. Not, like, not right for, like, how you're supposed to say it, but, like, right for how an American would. Xiaohe Duan. You know? You just gotta say it like you're an owl. There we go. He's gone. We'll spin somebody over to Taiwan here in a bit to see what's going on there. And, well... yeah, the relative position, he still thinks he can fight. So, you know, more power to him, right? Ooh, good question. We should see if she is in the pool. But one more year and we can build our Imperial Palace, and that's really what going up this tree was all about, after all. For the satisfaction of it all. Jutai is. Welcome. Liu Dan is. He's got gold armor. Welcome. Simi. Come on in, boy. Water's fine. Nope, we don't get her. Like, we'll just give him a... no, his satisfaction's fine. Yeah. We don't need to give him a job. Saizhong, we found who Sun Ren is married to, so... you know, there's that. He works for us now, just like everybody. Oh, I was like, what happened with the armies? One of the administrators died of old age, and she was the one who was giving us the armies for being there. Right. And so on, good news. You now get Nature Shield. Look how fancy he is. Aren't all of you so glad that you joined up? sure wish Dailu would show up, but hey. Yeah, pretty funny stuff. You know, our credibility is so low that even with us at the gates here, and like, he's got to be the brokest man that ever broked, right?
一统天下。天命在我，谁敢不服？占领此城。
Capture Sunshine again. Bounce on over to Taiwan.
向前推进。今日此战，乃是大义之胜。
990k.
为天下。
Soon we will have a milli. That means 1,000. You know, for anyone who's not familiar with rap music, it stands for 1,000. Nobody knows why he was rapping about the metric system, but that's just one of the many artistic mysteries. One of the many.
我军所向披靡，天下宿命尽在我等。天命在此。
干掉敌军！
大获全胜，毋庸置疑。
He still won't join.
要这些俘虏也没用。
Many times we have captured him, and many times released. He's a good man, and thorough. Ah, Jingsu has Taiwan. Alright, there we go. That's why he's a thorn in the old side. We're just gonna keep on chasing him. Never to catch. Like a defeat against Jing infantry?
计谋胜于蛮力。
63-year-old bandit, probably a bandit. He's a militia veteran.
一切按部就班。
Welcome to the party. Zurong's a militia, so is Han General. Okay. It was like, is it like local hero? I need to learn what those things are and where they are on the tree better. The only one I definitely know is that fugitive officers have poison volley, which we didn't use that much in this campaign for having found one kind of early, but it just didn't line up, you know. And that's the thing about, well, about needing to have these three in the same army. Not only do we get a fun campaign where I don't lean on trebuchets for an army, which forces me to learn to play a little different. Tribal exiles also. Got it. All right. Zhuge Liang and Wei Yan argue, and they hate each other now. Well,
绝不留情。
that's alright, they don't have to hang out.
天命在我，谁敢不服？
It is harvest of 220.
释放怒火吧！
And in the winter of his discontent, Sun Tzu finds himself with literally the Imperial City. That's a quick beatdown, ain't it? But of course, we were quite ready for him. Quite ready indeed. Oh, we should have. It's alright. We'll just make landfall here. Well, if Ling Su lives here for a while, I guess he gets to claim that he's been here for 1800 years, right? Can be the Southeastern Autonomous Region.
一往无前。
有话快说，朕可没时间跟蠢货废话。
Yeah, I guess we can't quite get enough to get it right. Ah well. We'll let him try to spin up an army again. I mean, look at this. 20,000 elites all on your doorstep, and he's like, no, I'm not giving up. I don't trust y'all. Sunrun, this is your mother.
前进，正在行进。
心运良谋，相信直觉。
扫平天下，朕准你觐见。
They would give peace, but not abdication. It's just a -17, though.
给我闪开！
我的目标十分明确，恢复原样。此城归我军所有了，毫无意义。开战，一扫污浊。出发。 只有稳固发展。
No such thing as overkill. Never even heard of it.
启帆远航，正在行进。旅途结束，快去！
A rebellion in Shu? I never have heard of such a thing. And of course,
全力奋战。
Guanping, who has done more than anyone to make sure this campaign could be successful, and for no praise, right? Guan Yinping, our beautiful girl, the dragon, you know, off getting all the glory, and her brother, half-brother.
乘风破浪。
Well, he's adopted, right? Anyway, her brother, they're brothers and sisters, all, and
朕小儿之
it's
见
just
也
like, yeah, we've been off conquering the world and getting praised by everybody, and he's like, I was putting down rebellions for 30 years. Really just 20, but who's counting?
一往无前。
不，路就在前方，集中精神。砥砺内心，
此地岂容你胡闹？天命在此。
It's just so humorous to me. I'm like, look at that. That's just so much more than you would ever need. Give up. Give up, I say.
此地岂容你胡闹？
一统天下。
They will not yet surrender. We will continue. Of course, now, the most important reform, and of course, if you do this reform where you get replenishment, you get Azure Dragons, and then you go sort of laser-ish focused, you can get Mandate of Heaven just in time for 221 to roll around. And we'll rush build our Imperial Palace, giving us somewhere nice to retire to. Give up. Give up, I say. Zhao Yun and Ma Yunlu have a daughter. Glorious day! $500 peasant income is nice, but not entirely worth the time by the time you actually... Yeah, it's... I guess the fact that it gives you, like, Imperial troops there, like, it's more like, man, you should... That should be part of being an Emperor. And then maybe, like, a better palace if you get it. I don't know. You should be able to get it, I think. We've already demanded the surrender. They're not going to do it. Well, we're going to continue it on. But I guess, you know... Yeah, you know. Might as well just do it now. What's the utility in waiting any longer? We've told the story we wanted to tell. And a great story it was. Campaign victory. We'll skip painting the rest of the 3 things on the map. Well, there you go. Favorite character, Guan Yu. Duelist, Guan Yu. Longest serving, the daughter of the war god. And that's a real good lineup for my personal heart, right? And Zhang Fei with the most kills of anyone. We made a lot of money. We lost 128,000, yeah, anyway. But yeah, wonderful stuff. The Kingdom of Wu is over. The ultimate campaign victory is there. Everything is there. We have 198 settlements. Look, we won. And we get Hongzhong. Is Ma Chao going to be in the pool? I'm like, if we just, like, skip some turns, are we going to be able to get it? Maybe. Like, will Ma Chao just, like, show up in the pool? He might be with the Han Empire. Ah, yes. But anyway, we win. Ugh. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Really hope you've enjoyed. This has been wonderful. I'm going to take a quick break. Or a break. My stomach feels a little weird. And then we'll be back later on today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you, Luke. Glad you could be here for the grand finale of Liu Bei becoming emperor of all China, except this part at the top that we'll get later. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and peace out, and hopefully we'll see you later on today. Later, guys.